A world without agriculture. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and everything we know about agriculture is suddenly gone. No farms, no livestock, no crops, no supply chains, just gone. Today I'm going to explore what the world would look like just 48 hours after agriculture has vanished, and how my own journey toward agriculture began long before my family ever owned a farm. My name is Iona Conser, and I'm originally from Goldsboro, North Carolina. I'm majoring in agriculture science here at NC State, and even though I didn't grow up on a farm, I've always dreamed of living on one. Thankfully, that dream became a reality in 2016 when my parents bought a farm, a place that completely changed the way that I saw agriculture and my role within it. The objective of this video is simple: to show you how quickly our world would unravel without agriculture, and why this industry is far more essential than most people realize. We'll walk through what happens in the first 48 hours after agriculture disappears, and how this connects to my own passion for agriculture. To give you a little background, before 2016, we still traveled to West Virginia, where we ended up buying our farm, to visit our family and friends, mainly for my parents' work, every August. And so sometimes it really feels like I've grown up there, and that was only 1 month that I spent out of a year. But the people and friends that I made and met there really changed the way that I view agriculture, and I feel like the reason that I'm so passionate about it. So here are just some early photos of the community, people that we met there, and just the agriculture and family. Alright, a dream come true. Let me begin with a short story. When my parents bought our farm in 2016, everything felt new. There were new routines, I had new responsibilities, and a new appreciation for the land. I remember the excitement of seeing our open fields for the first time and imagining what they could become. Our farm showed me how deeply agriculture supports the world. From foods and feeds to fibers to fuel. Without farms like ours, everything changes. Show you a couple of early photos from our time on the farm. The photo on the left, those are my parents, and they're holding up 2 jars of pear jam that we canned and made from the pear trees on our farm. The photo on the right shows proof of the amazing community, friends and family that really came together to help us pull off a very big project of setting up our high tunnel. This was another big part of my sister and I's responsibilities on the farm, so my dad did not hire any help or people to help us do some of the basic chores. So this is what we got to do during the summer, is pick up hundreds of square bales of hay and load them on a trailer. But I have to say it was really fun. And here are some photos of us helping our church family harvest the potatoes that they planted. I think this really, again, highlights the importance of community and building each other up and helping folks around you, because that is what keeps agriculture alive. Here's just a finished photo of the high tunnel that we built. And these are some photos from my senior year of high school when I took an agriculture science class. This really fueled my passion to pursue agriculture as a degree. Alright, let's get into it. So now that I've given you a little bit of background about myself and kind of how I got here, let's go ahead and jump right into it. What would this look like, those 48 hours after agriculture has disappeared? I have made a video that'll hopefully give you just a tiny bit of insight.
Good evening, I'm Jane Doe, and we have breaking news. Agriculture, the backbone of our global food system, has suddenly vanished. That's right. Today, something unprecedented and catastrophic has occurred, and the world is reeling. Reports are coming in from every corner of the globe that crops, livestock, and all forms of agricultural production have mysteriously disappeared. Fields, farms, and ranches once teeming with life are now barren. This includes everything from wheat and corn to livestock, like cattle, chickens, and even fish. The cause of this global disappearance is still unknown, but experts are urgently trying to understand what has happened and how it can be reversed. This is a crisis that's impacting every country, from large agricultural producers like the United States and Brazil to nations that depend on imports for their food supply. In fact, global food shortages are already being reported. People are lining up in cities around the world, desperately seeking food and essentials. The disappearance of agriculture also raises alarm about the global economy. With crops and livestock gone, the ripple effects are already being felt in stock markets, and experts are warning of a potential financial collapse. That's all for now on this global story. We'll be back with more updates as soon as we can. Stay with us. Back.
In the first 24 hours after agriculture vanishes, most people wouldn't notice anything. Stores are still stocked, food is available, but in the background, behind the scenes, a crisis is already starting. More than 22 million full and part-time jobs are linked to the agriculture and food sectors, 11% of total U.S. employment, according to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. In one day, every one of those jobs and supply chains is wiped out. So here's something to think about. What would you eat in 48 hours if nothing new could be grown, raised, or produced? Because every meal you've ever eaten started with agriculture. What happens by hour 48? By hour 48, panic begins. Prices are rising. Anything fresh, milk, eggs, produce becomes limited. Manufacturing grinds to a halt. Without crops or livestock, items like biofuels, clothing, medicines, and pet foods become impossible to produce. Agriculture is a lot more than just food. It's the foundation of modern life. When I walk around our farm today, I'm reminded of how agriculture supplies everything from the food in our pantry to the materials in our home. Being part of a farming family, especially one that came into agriculture much later, has helped me realize how fragile and vital this system truly is. Take a look at this image. It's peaceful, simple, beautiful, but it's more than a nice view. It represents the beginning of everything we rely on. Farms like this one are the silent engines that keep the world functioning. So now that we've explored the 48-hour global collapse after agriculture has vanished, let's shift towards why this matters and how we can truly appreciate and work to advocate for agriculture now before it's too late. So just to recap our main points, here's what the world would look like if agriculture vanished. Within the first 24 hours, supply chains are weakened and jobs are disappearing. By hour 48, there's food scarcity, global economic collapse, panic, price increases. Agriculture supports not only food production, but global stability and the survival of our planet. And just to give you a quick idea of how much agriculture affects our planet and our survival, here is an infographic on global land use for food production. Experts estimate that nearly 40% of all land on Earth is used for agriculture. Without it, our global food supply would last only weeks, not months. Cities would be hit first, followed by rural areas that rely on processed goods. In just 48 hours, the collapse would already be noticeable. To me, this video represents more than research or numbers. It represents the passion that I've built since my family entered agriculture in 2016. I didn't grow up on a farm, but once we became part of this world, I knew I wanted to dedicate my future to it. I want to understand both the challenges and opportunities in agriculture, and I'm committed to being a strong advocate for its future. If agriculture is the backbone of society, then agriculture professionals are the ones who keep it upright. So here's my pitch. When we invest in agriculture, we invest in survival. The world can't last 48 hours without agriculture, but with it, we can build a stronger, more secure future. So the next time you sit down for a meal, just remember, agriculture is the quiet force that keeps the world alive. Without it, everything changes. With it, everything becomes possible. And that's why I'm proud to be part of agriculture's future.